Morning lads, it's the 12th no it's not, it's the 15th of November today. I don't know where I got that from. I haven't been around for a couple of weeks, been busy with work and visitors and guests and all kinds of things, so I've not been up to too much recently. But today is Friday, which helps. Off work today, we had freezing rain last night in Oregon. You might, I don't know, probably can't see out of there. There's ice everywhere and everything else, so today is a not go to work day, which is nice. So that's going to give me an opportunity to catch up a little bit on things that have not been happening to the car here. I'll give you a quick tour of where we are, catch up, just tell you what I have done, what I've not done, tell you what I'm going to do over the next couple of days, weeks, months, and try and fathom some stuff out here. Well, I've actually put everything back together. You can see I've scuffed some of the paint off. I've just taken a flapper disc and some paint stripper and things, and yeah, removed some of the paint. I've got all the panels sitting on. Everything lines up pretty well. The front took a little bit of fettling. As I think I showed you before, the boot lid looks great. The door gaps are really good. These doors need to come back off, unfortunately. You can see the door gaps are good. That line up the side of the bodywork runs nicely up onto the front wings. What I've done, I have got a new battery box in there. That was fun in games to fit. Obviously you can't spot weld that thing in unless you've got, well, I don't know, maybe you can't get spot welding equipment that'll do it. I certainly don't have spot welding equipment that'll do it. So that's just seam welded in places. I was going to try and plug weld it, but seam welded it. That and a grinder, it'll be good enough. As you can see, I had a lot of trouble here. The front apron was too tight, so I've got quite a good gap there now. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's pretty narrow. It's just hanging. It's not bolted in yet. Same on that side. I've got quite a nice, consistent line. As you can see down at the bottom, I've got that little the bottom of the apron and the front wing don't meet up quite right at the moment. But I'll get that. I'm not too worried about that. Bottom looks good. What else looks good? Basically everything. I've started on the rear wings, just scuffing some paint off. Nothing, you know. I've not done much. Today I've got one or two things I need to do, but I'm gonna go grab myself some sheet metal from a sheet metal place over in town here, and I'm going to start looking at this driver's side floor. The battery box, the two floors. I'm going to patch it. I'm certainly going to patch the driver's side. The rust isn't so bad. Passenger side, don't know yet. We'll see how the experience goes on the driver's side. And then, I think we're moving in the right direction. I am thinking about getting one of those roll bars for this car that's two hoops behind the seats. I found one. I found a supplier that can get me one. So I'm thinking about getting one, and I'll probably fit that just now. And I don't know, paint it black. I don't think I'll paint it body colour, even though I don't really know right now. So that was just a really quick update. What I'll probably do is I'll try and take a couple of shots of the battery box, show you some of the welding, how horrible it is, and then maybe talk a little bit more about the floors. Alright, so you can see the battery box is in place. Not very exciting really, but you can see it's in place. You can see it's there, it's new, it's clean, it's rust free, and most importantly it has a floor on it because the last one didn't. As I say, I've tried to, and maybe I can't quite see the welding. It looks ugly just now because of the contrast, you know, the black battery box, the rusty bulkhead. You know, you get the idea. It's just sort of welded in, tack welded in places. It feels really solid. The welding went well, the welding went okay. Starting to get my groove back a little bit on that, which is nice. So yeah, from there to the floors, I think that's the next part. I've been not doing too much in the car, but I've been watching videos. I see Chef Tush has managed to get himself another project car, brave man, and I saw John Kerry's Jack looking absolutely fantastic. Both those guys provide a bit of inspiration when I can't get working on this car. Coming down and having a look at their videos certainly helps get me back in the garage, especially on a cold morning like this. Right, I'm going to leave you and get on with some work, and I'll get this posted. So one of the things I am trying to do is fill in my time with other jobs. So what I'm doing here is I'm getting the dashboard ready to go back into the car. It's a while off yet, obviously, but what I'm doing is I've got the old vinyl covering off of it, and I'm going to recover it. No, I'm not. I'm going to paint it. I'm going to recover it ultimately. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this white. I've read and seen and heard from a number of people that if this is white, particularly on the back, and this panel in here is white, particularly on the back as well, it makes rewiring a lot easier when you're lying upside down in the footwell of a car with your torch in your mouth and your hands you need 4 of and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm going to just scrub the old glue off of this and paint this thing white. Yeah, so I'll bring it back to see how that looks. Okay, here's the dash scuffed off and ready for a coat of paint and primer. I did front and back obviously, and that'll be in the back side. Didn't try and remove the existing primer that's on there, I just wanted to scuff it up a little bit, remove any old bits of adhesive or any of that type of stuff. So that is achieved. Now I'm going to give it a quick coat of primer and a coat of paint. I might have to wait till tomorrow when the temperature's a little bit warmer.